Every day, trillions of dollars move based on a single idea. This company has a good ESG score. High score means responsible. Low score means risky. But here's the question almost no one asks. Who decides these scores? And how easily can they be shaped? Because today, we're uncovering a growing problem hiding in plain sight. ESG ratings that look scientific, sound objective, but often fail to reflect real-world environmental and social impact. Welcome back to Sustainability Ventures. This video isn't about rejecting ESG, it's about exposing how ESG ratings can be manipulated, optimized, and gamed until the score no longer matches reality. First, a technical truth most people don't realize. ESG ratings are not direct measurements. They are models. Rating agencies don't measure pollution, labor conditions, or governance directly. They model risk using self-reported company data, questionnaires, public disclosures, news sentiment, and analyst judgment. Two agencies can look at the same company and reach completely different conclusions. Why? Because ESG scores reflect what is weighted, not what actually happens on the ground. A polished disclosure strategy can matter more than real-world outcomes. One of the biggest manipulation levers is disclosure itself. Companies that publish long ESG reports, use formal frameworks, hire ESG consultants, and respond well to questionnaires often receive higher scores, even if their environmental footprint remains massive. Meanwhile, companies with poor reporting capacity, operations in developing regions, and less PR sophistication are penalized, regardless of actual impact. The result? ESG scores frequently measure reporting maturity, not sustainability maturity. In simple terms, better paperwork can outperform cleaner operations. ESG ratings rely heavily on materiality assessments. That sounds technical, but here's the issue. Materiality is subjective. Companies often help define what counts as material. Issues that are difficult, costly, or damaging, they're often ranked as less material. For example, heavy emitters emphasize governance structures. Resource-intensive firms highlight diversity initiatives. Polluting sectors focus on transition narratives. Nothing illegal, nothing hidden, just strategic framing. The ESG score adjusts accordingly, even if core environmental harm remains unchanged. Here's another technical flaw. Most ESG scores are industry relative. That means a company isn't judged against planetary limits. It's judged against competitors. So a fossil fuel company can rank as an ESG leader simply by being slightly less bad than others in its sector. High emissions? Still acceptable if peers emit more. From a financial risk perspective, this makes sense. From an environmental perspective, it's absurd. The atmosphere doesn't care about industry averages, but ESG scores often do. ESG ratings also suffer from selective memory. Major controversies, oil spills, labor abuses, environmental disasters, often cause short-term score drops, but over time, scores recover, sometimes rapidly, once the news cycle fades. Long-term environmental damage? Rarely reflected. ESG models are reactive. They respond to headlines, not cumulative harm. A company can absorb massive environmental costs and still regain a strong ESG rating within a few reporting cycles. ESG ratings were created to bring responsibility into finance. But when scores can be optimized, framed, and manipulated, they risk becoming comfort tools instead of truth tools. If we want ESG to mean something, we need to stop confusing high scores with real sustainability. If this video helped you see ESG ratings more clearly, like, subscribe, share, and tell me in the comments, should ESG scores focus on absolute real-world impact even if it disrupts markets? This is Sustainability Ventures.